Okay, so the next mission is Mordor in Flames. I thought that the mission we just did was going to be the last mission, but it wasn't, because apparently that didn't count as a main mission, even though it clearly was. But apparently something bad is happening. What has happened? Mordor in Flames, you've returned to Norn to discover the Black Hand has been here before you. Dun, dun, dun.
I am not worth your vengeance, Father. Why do you fight?
We will be together soon. Forever.
Soon, Celebrimbor. Soon.
Nasty beasts. We want this. But we took it from them.
You think he'd be used to that by now? Huh.
Thief! It was mine to keep. Be gone. Sauron knows we're here. Let's not keep him waiting.
Oh, I'm guessing that's Mount Doom? Yes? No? I don't know. Me and my trusty steed. The Caragor.
On winds and waters may you cross, see mountains white and blue, but on your road, let's not forget the love I have for you. Dance on.
Okay. Hello. Oh, here we go. Storm the Black Gate. Oh shit. I'm on fire! Literally. Not metaphorically.
Feel the true power of the Grave Walker!
Oh my goodness. They've got the red armor. That must mean they are the most badasses of the orcs. Charge.
You're too late, Ranger. Barad-dûr is rebuilt. Mount Doom is aflame. The fall of men is here, and Sauron will conquer all.
Oh, bollocks. They're all monster slayers, of course they are. Well, I've got a big army, so that should help. Get rid of the little guys first. Oh, brilliant. Hi.
I've a mind to bind you to a rock on the side of Mount Doom and let its new fires eat you from the legs up.
Fourth Talon. Oh, at least he doesn't have a combat mastery. Get out of here.
Make it quick. You're not the killer that I am.
Shit, shit. That went better than I thought it would.
That's why. So stronger every day. All Uruk's kill.
Die. Hate of defeat. Oh shit. Good one. Whoever you are.
Bastard talk. Kill Uruk now. Hurry.
Apparently by taking his head off, his helmet comes off as well. Just magically disappears. Oh shit. I don't have to do anything. Oh, we're actually just here. I thought we were in like a different area. We're just here. I was wondering, I was like, this place looks familiar. Alright, I guess we gotta climb.
Finish as it started, with shadow and flame falling on the Black Gate. The hammer and the tower are dead. Sauron is still weak. Without the power of the One Ring or the Ringmaker, he cannot take form. He will be trapped within Mordor, no more than an eye of flame bound to his dark tower.
And at last I can die, and none will avenge me.
That's what Sauron looks like underneath all the armor? Yes? No?
I have a gift for you, Celebrimbor.
Oh shit. Ouch.
The Dark Lord gave you a second chance to stand by his side. Now I give you no choice. We shall be sealed together in death. So be it.
What?
Return to me.
Oh, quick time event.
Strike now, Johnny! I cannot hold it for much longer!
Talion, my heart, we will be together soon. Forever.
Wait, that was it? That was it? The fucking final boss battle was a fucking quick time event? Are you serious? What?
The Black Hand of Sauron is dead. The Hither Shore is calling us. This is no longer our battle. I tried fighting him. It can't be done.
It can't be done. It won't.
Could you really rest for all of eternity, knowing that you had the chance to stop him, but did nothing? The time has come for a new ring.
Wow. Why? Oh my goodness. Well, that was a fucking horrible story and horrible ending. Well, I'm going to talk about my thoughts on the game now, because I wanted to talk about my thoughts. It's nowhere near as good as the reviewers are making it out to be. I mean, I get the feeling that people who are saying it's amazing haven't got further enough into the game yet. because it's really good at the beginning, but it's the same all the way through. Nothing changes. It's just the same all the way through. All the way through, it's the same, and it's just the same thing all the way through. Like, and it's basically, the combat is basically the Batman combat, but Batman doesn't have this problem because there's a lot more than just combat to Batman. You know, you got stealth, exploration, you know, talking to new characters, you know, find detective clues, you know, finding, you know, like the Riddler the Riddler puzzles and stuff like that. You know, so the combat doesn't get stale because it's not all you're doing. In this, all you're fucking doing is combat over and over and over and over again. And the mission structure, it's all the same. The whole way through, the missions are just the same. There's like, the mission structure is so dull. It's just the same shit through the whole game. It's like, clear out this, then kill the big guy. Clear out this, then kill the big guy. Clear out the camp without getting seen. Clear out this, you know, blah blah blah. You know, escort Gollum. You know, follow this guy, and that's all the missions are. Which is crazy because it's fucking Middle Earth. Couldn't you have done something cooler with the mission structure? Probably one of the best missions was the bit where you get to ride the Grog. That was cool. But that was like the only mission that was different in the entire game. Don't get me wrong, I don't hate this game. It's fun. It's good. It is fun. It can be very fun. But it annoys me that the reviewers are like 9.39, 5 out of 5, revolutionary, when it isn't revolutionary because it just does the same thing that every other game has done, only a bit worse. You know, the Batman combat, I don't know. I think I would say maybe the combat's worse than Batman, simply because it isn't as polished as the Batman combat. It's not really... It's more like the Batman combat than Assassin's Creed combat. The stealth, I would say... I mean, Assassin's Creed stealth... In many ways, the stealth in this game is better, but in many ways it isn't. You know, it's not as fast, it's not as fluid, the animations take a lot longer to play out. In Assassin's Creed, the animations are quick, clean, you know, you feel fast, you feel fluid, you've got more options in Assassin's Creed with the stealth. You're very limited in what you can do with the stealth in this game. The story was crap. It was crap. It was terrible. It was terrible. I really like the first cutscene, like the beginning bit, because they actually do a really good job at making you feel for the characters, even though you've only just been introduced to them, which is really good. But after that, it's just like, this story goes nowhere. Goes nowhere. The story, it's so slow. It picks up a little bit towards the end. I quite like the Queen and her daughter. They're quite cool. But, you know, not much really happens. The music is beautiful. The music is probably the best thing about the game. It's fucking beautiful. What else? Yeah, the story, the main character is a fucking asshole. I don't like him. He's a dick. Kalimdor, however you pronounce his name. Kalimdor, whatever his name is. He's kind of cool. But I don't think there's enough of him. You know, I'd rather he was the main character. I'd rather he was the guy. In a way, they're kind of the same person in a way, because, you know, his daughter gets killed, his wife gets killed, and then he gets killed, blah blah blah. Same with Talion. But I'd rather Talion was the Wraith, and you were, and Kalimdor was like the main guy you played as, because I think that would have been a lot cooler. Because he seems more interesting. All the characters were fucking bland as balls. The only character that was kind of cool was Dwarf. Even he was a bit of a dick. I don't think there's enough talking characters. I think there's like very little of it. I don't like the main character's voice actor. I'm guessing it's Troy Baker, and I think Troy Baker's a great voice actor, but it doesn't fit for this game. Like, I think in Bioshock Infinite he does an amazing job. Joel does a really good job. He's done loads of others. But I don't think his voice suits this. It's really out of place. It doesn't fit the Lord of the Rings universe or Middle Earth. Everyone else, his voice actor's okay. Another problem with this game is that it doesn't really feel like a Lord of the Rings game. Like, it could have not been a Lord of the Rings game. It didn't really need to be set in Middle Earth, I don't think. You know, if you looked at it, I don't think you could tell that it was, you know, a Lord of the Rings Middle Earth game without someone telling you it was that. You know, if you looked at it, you'd be like, maybe the orcs would give it away. Now, maybe this is a problem because it's set in the Lord of the Rings universe, Middle Earth. But the enemy variety is terrible. I mean, you're fighting orcs the whole game, and that is really dull. Maybe saying... I'm just going to turn the volume down a bit. You may be saying, well, you're just talking about the bad stuff. Well, that's because a million other people could tell you about the good stuff. So, I don't really need to talk about that. It's obvious what the good things are. The graphics, the music, the animations. I can't think of the good stuff. Well, yeah, the combat is fun. Like, the combat is a little bit worse than the Batman combat. So that's still not bad. That's still pretty good. But it lacks variety. It really lacks variety. But the climbing is fun, but it's very imprecise. Very imprecise. Very imprecise. You're very limited in what you can do. There's loads of times where your character just won't go where you want him to go. He'll jump off of stuff where you're just trying to jump on a zip line, for instance. And the controls aren't very good. They're not very good. I'm using a controller for this, and it seems like, you know, the RT and LT buttons, they're analog. It feels like they're digital, because if you're not holding them down all the way, your character will stop doing what he's doing. So if you even let the RT button off a little bit, he will come out of stealth and you will get spotted. That's a big problem. The controls aren't sensitive enough, I don't think. Sometimes you'll attack the wrong guy and you'll just get killed. Sometimes it's a real pain in the arse to do those moves where you got to press two buttons at once, because sometimes you just won't do them, and it'll just attack a guy. It'll just keep attacking a guy, and he won't do the actual special move. The mounted combat's pretty cool. I like the way you can, you know, open the cages and let them out, and then you can pick them off from a distance. You've got a decent amount of variety in what you can do with the environment, but you don't have that decent amount of variety in what you could do in the melee combat. It's just hit the guy. You just end up doing the same thing over and over again. It felt like I didn't have much ability to do much in the combat. Which you probably think now I hate the game, but no, I don't. It's a good game. It's okay. It's fun. I had fun playing it, but honestly, I'm a little bit disappointed. Honestly, I think the open world hinders it. I don't think it needed to be open world. There was no reason for this game to be open world whatsoever. You know what this game should have been? It should have been Lord of the Rings War in the North 2. Because Lord of the Rings War in the North is better than this. I know everyone's going to shit on me for that. But Lord of the Rings War in the North had an amazing story. Really fun combat. And you're thinking like, well, the combat in that got very repetitive. Yes, it did. But they had loot drops, which made it a lot more interesting. And the combat was... you were killing a lot more. You were killing enemies a lot quicker than you did in this, so it didn't get as dull. In this game, enemies are quite spongy, so you don't really feel like you're doing much damage to the enemies. In that game, you were just mowing through orcs, and it was just a really good time. Plus you had a lot more variety in the combat. I think exploration was even more important in that game, which is crazy because that game was extremely linear. In this game, it doesn't really feel like there's any reason to explore the open world, really. You know, if they'd made Lord of the Rings War in the North 2 with this guy, with this combat system, with loot drops, it could have been probably amazing, and I probably would have loved it. But I know. Plus, that fucking ending, terrible ending. What was the point in that ending? In the boss battle, quick time event. You have a combat system. Use it. Don't give me a quick time event for an ending boss battle. You have a combat system in your game. You are not a point and click game. You are not The Walking Dead. You have a combat system. Use it in your game. And the boss battle before that was shit. It was easy. I don't like the fact that you have to do the side missions to get your health up. The main reason I didn't want to do the side missions was because they're the exact same, and I didn't want to record them because they're the exact same thing and they'd be boring to watch. So I didn't do them. I ended up getting my arse beat, and then I did the side missions off camera, and the game was so easy. So that's a big balancing problem with the fact that, you know, I wonder if they purposely made the side missions insanely boring. So, you know, like, you wouldn't want to do them so the game would be more harder. I don't know. But yeah, overall, not a bad game. Fun, can be fun, but I think that's it. It's just a bit of fun. I don't know, but it's not amazing, it's not great. And that's it. We're back into the game. There you go. Congratulations, you defeated the Black Hand of Sauron and driven Sauron back to the ruins of Barad-dûr. However, the Dark Lord Shadow remains. Hold back the rising tide of this army by continuing the hunt to hunt captains and war chiefs, rescue the remaining outcasts trapped within Mordor, discover any remaining secrets and collectibles, and complete the legends of your weapons. But the problem is, I don't want to do any of the side stuff because it's the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And you know, the combat I don't think is interesting enough to want me to do the side missions. You know what I mean? The side missions should be where you vary it up a bit, not where it's just the same cookie cutter bullshit. You know what I mean? There should be more interesting stuff in the side missions. Yeah, I don't think they really did. I don't think they took much risk for this game. I mean, they could have. Like, I don't mind the fact that they've taken basically loads of stuff from other games, but the fact that they didn't improve anything, it's just a bit worse. Kind of leaves you with a salty taste in your mouth. But you know, it's still fun. The combat can be fun at times. But no, there's a lot of design flaws and problems that hold it back from being a great game. It's just a good game. I wouldn't recommend it at full price because it's not that long, as you see. The game, also another problem with the game is padded. The game is padded. Like, there's probably about maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours of padding. That's not good. That's not good. Like, instead of making the game open world, you could have had I think the open world is a detriment to the game. You know, it makes the mission structure boring. They could have had a better story without the open world. You know, more interesting missions, a longer game, a longer, more fulfilling game and story. But yeah, don't think I hate this game just because of that. I'm just saying the problems I had with this game because a million other people can tell you the things they like about it. And I think it's pretty obvious what's good about the game. You know, the animations are really nice. It's fun to climb up stuff and free run. And the combat is fun, if repetitive. But yeah, so yeah. That is the end of Middle-earth Shadow Mordor. I probably won't be recording anymore, but I probably will keep playing it off camera. It's fun to play off camera. It's not very fun. I mean, it's not. I don't think this is the game people would watch because it's such a boring game to watch because it's the same thing over and over again. But I guess it's maybe just kind of fun to play. It's kind of a game. It's fun to play when you're drunk, or if you're just not in the mood to have a serious game. You just want to fuck around. You know what I mean? So yeah.